Thanks.
I'm mad as hell at her too, but I just don't want her family to fall apart, dog.
That's the thing. She's not thinking about it.
I don't know if I'll even go. I know I told her that, but if you guys aren't going to be there, I'm not going to be there.
$1 million is a lot of money, and I never thought that faking a wedding would actually make me question that amount of money. This isn't a lie. This is a life-changing experience.
Steve and Randy's wedding is a reality, but I don't think I'm quite ready for it. I have a lot of doubts. Patrick, Melanie, and Bobby, they're not going to support this, and Randy has to understand that's as good as it's going to get. A 2-week romance and a 3-day engagement is not normal.
Today, the men were going to head off to the tuck shop. We're going to be doing some last-minute preparations for the wedding. When we were meeting again for the first time since the big event that caused so much turmoil. I do feel bad. I'm sure we all feel bad to some extent. But at the same time, Steve Williams, he still has to be who he is, which is being the big buffoon, you know?
I need a bigger car. I probably will.
Hey, knock, knock. Neighbor, come on in. Are you wearing this?
Bruce is a very private man, and I think the last thing he really wants to do is take off his clothes with a bunch of other guys he's just met, and that's exactly what the tuck shop was about.
Do you have this in a size enormous? The tuck shop was one of those moments where it was 3 against 1.
Oh, enough.
The whole group, Richard, Stephen, Jimmy, it was continuous goofing around with the 3 of them.
Get it on there.
I saw this once in Deliverance. He's really trying to hold it together, trying to put on the best game face that he has, which is something like this.
Jazzing it up.
Yeah, it's like a danger sign.
Stephen, you know, he's 6'4", overweight, you know, and he's sweating like crazy. Both he and Jimmy were sweating.
Is there any way to turn the heat up?
They both sweat through their shirts. I mean, I can't imagine these people being part of the Coy family.
Well, other than that, Mr. Lincoln, how'd you like the show?
Well, it was okay, but it shows.
You know, I felt like really an odd man, and I'm just kind of going, gee, you know, I don't belong in this group whatsoever.
He's a little bit...
I did feel a couple of eyes burning on me when I was doing the striptease on Steve. I felt like maybe Bruce was liking it more than he thought he would. And I did get a buck from him.
No touching, it's a new law.
Sorry.
Did you read that?
He's the worst-looking stripper.
It seemed like Bruce was just trying to get through it.
Bruce was ready to go. He was like, what else is there to do? Nothing.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Sorry that I was so fat.
Let's get in a damn limo. Let's get the hell out of here.
The beer's not cold, though. That's a disappointment.
You know, they drive you to the hard liquor that way.
Bruce is a funny guy. He'll respond really nice, and then all of a sudden he'll like go zoom.
So you're really going to go through with this one, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Bruce wanted to probe. He wanted to probe and make sure that this was for real.
It's a fast engagement.
Yeah, it was.
So he asked the 2 key questions that anybody needs to know if they're going to marry someone.
What's your birthday?
My birthday, July 1st. We actually both have the same
Very
birthday.
good.
A couple of Yankee Doodles here.
And your favorite color?
I'm sorry?
Your favorite color?
Your favorite color is red.
My favorite color? Red. Is that okay?
Randy was right.
His answers matched. We had a love connection, and I think he was satisfied that this thing was definitely suspicious.
Mr. Coy smells a rat. He's sniffing around for it. He wants to know everything. Everything. And I think he's trying to put some puzzle pieces together in his head.
I think Bruce has a lot of worries. If he does buy into the fact that Steve really is marrying Randy, I think he's more worried about Steve's enormous girth crushing her on their wedding night.
Well, we're going to go through a few different things. We've got some hors d'oeuvres. It's really nice to have you part of this. I know she really wanted you to be.
Today was actually kind of a fun day. My mom, Anna, and Steve's mom, and the wedding planner, Jill, went through all of the things that Steve and I picked at the beginning of this process. But this wasn't the way it's supposed to be because my sister wasn't there.
And this is a seared ahi with caviar. Yes, that was good.
Does Steve like sushi?
Right?
Oh, sushi.
Not so much, he doesn't.
Are you going to have any simpler hors d'oeuvres?
We can.
Maybe you could pass some Rice Krispie treats. Those are his favorite. You know what Steven really loves? He loves those Hot Pockets.
Steve's mom mentioned that Steve loves Hot Pockets and that Steve loves Rice Krispie treats. How about those little pizza ones?
That would be great.
Hot Pockets. And then we tasted the wine.
Oh, I love that. That's really good.
And lastly, the cake came and we all tasted the cake.
This was my favorite. They can actually have an order for you on your anniversary date, make you your own little wedding cake.
We were talking about the wedding cake, that the top layer traditionally has been frozen for a year and then eaten on the first year anniversary.
Isn't the point of it that you freeze it because it was from that day, like freezing the placenta too, you know? Kathy was responding very politely, but you could just see from the neck down that she would start to freeze, but her smile would get more intense. There are some cultures that do that. Actually freeze the placenta and then eat it like a pate a year after the baby's born. Yes.
Which is true. It was just such a random but funny remark to put in at that point.
I could tell that I was pushing the envelope a little bit with Kathy, so then I decided to introduce teaching them pole dancing, stripping. I took this class. It's called Stripping for the Everyday Woman. And you have to get these really, really, really high shoes, because they're like prostitute shoes.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to like learn how to walk in them. And then you do this thing with this pole.
Oh, it's like they do in the...
No, it's unbelievable.
I think Laura's really different. She had a pole put in her bedroom.
Rick just loves it.
I bet.
It's great.
I bet.
I should teach it to you guys.
Yeah.
I bet I could.
Not Kathy. I wouldn't say, not her deal. I couldn't see her taking that class.
I could teach you. Oh my God, bachelorette party? I mean, it is so much fun.
She was going to teach us all to strip.
Come on, Kathy.
What did they have put in for a...
She had a pole.
A pole?
A pole. Because she took a stripping class. And she wants, for the wedding, Rice Krispie treats and pizza pocket rolls. You know, it's cute, it's fun, it's different.
I am less than 24 hours away from this wedding, and I cannot wait until it's finally all over. Tonight's our rehearsal dinner. I think my mom and dad are both coming. I don't know if my siblings will pull through for me and come.
Going into the rehearsal dinner, we're very nervous. We're not sure where everybody's at emotionally, and we're not sure if everybody's even participating.
My gosh, look at that.
Oh, Stephen, you're much fatter than this.
We better get out of here. There's going to be a wedding soon. There she is. Hey. How are you?
Good, how are you? I walk outside and everybody's drinking and having some hors d'oeuvres. The chairs and the archway, the stage, all that good stuff is ready to go. How are
Oh, my God. You look so pretty.
My mom was walking out with my dad.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
And my siblings weren't there.
Oh, thank you.
I was hurt that they wouldn't stick behind me no matter what I was doing.